say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So BYU's offense will have the football first. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The bigs.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
BYU has this offense clicking. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. And the Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive here for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. The Bulldogs offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense is maxed out. pressure, another sack. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the ground game. And he's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move and still couldn't get loose. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Gets it to him on the screen. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
That's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Power football with the run. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Off the play fake. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Powers through the... He's looped. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Using the quick game. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. He's the big player.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All down, but he has enough to move the chain. Back unleashed a cannon on that one. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. There's the pressure. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They're going to run it. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down, and they give it back up now to their offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning on the Jets. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To throw, it's Baker. Catch in the middle, it's Wilkerson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UCLA is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we heard the first 8 clap today. They're up 14 over San Diego State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the offense on second down. Got his man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
So now it's second and long. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Baker. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it for a big play. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Robertson. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He gets it in! Touchdown, Louisiana Tech! Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A 70-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Just enough time to get off one more snap. He leaves it with the back. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the 2nd quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo.
BYU about to kick it off to open the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Got a little space. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab, it's Wilkerson. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Louisiana Tech now has it in the red zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Got it in the middle. It's Bachmeyer. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Hillstead. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On the ground, it's Turner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They weren't able to move it on their last possession. Ended up punting it away. But now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Spockmeyer. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the ground, it's Turner. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Wants to bring it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking downfield is Hillstead. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. Keeps it himself and gets to first. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's...
There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Headed to the end zone, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar! Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that.
He's got it down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. They're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that 1st down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. A strike downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, BYU! They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a Nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Buys a little time with his feet. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Great place to start for this offense. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
I think if your offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense got it. They're on the run. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Baker. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Honestly, I don't think in this situation of the game you need to be taking shots that far down the field. You need high percentage throws. You need to be able to play pitch and catch and move this ball down the field, down a possession late to put yourself in an opportunity to win.
Here's a heat. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
He might want another play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Snags it on the right. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. Moves around to clear up the vision. This one's complete. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get there to disrupt the ball.
Punch it out of the air. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
He just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.